right, what shop music? Alright, so I'm back in the shop, and today we are going to go over the car. I'm going to start at the front, work my way to back, talk about some of the stuff I've done, and some of the stuff that I have that is going on the car, and then the plans for this season, what I'm going to drive. As you can see, we are missing an engine. The 5.3 was in there after I took out the VQ and sold it, and unfortunately that rod knocked. I tore it down, rebuilt it, and then guess what? One lap and it rod knocked again. We're not entirely sure exactly why or what caused it, but it's what happened. It was unfortunate because I had sponsors and I feel like I didn't live up to expectations. And it wasn't due to lack of trying, so trying not to be hard on myself, but it's what happened. That 5.3 is not going in again. Right here, we have a 5.7 LS6. Really blessed to have this, got a great deal. I don't know if I'm supposed to be name dropping or not, so we're just gonna say a local driver made me a great offer that I couldn't say no on. And I feel super blessed. I'm incredibly grateful to have this now. It has aftermarket heads and cam. I don't know the exact specs. It's from Texas Speed. It's the Tsunami cam, so it should boogie. So some of the stuff from the 5.3 I've moved over to this because I'm reusing it. The valve covers, the coil packs, and the accessory drive I've started putting on. Oil pan for the swap, engine mounts. Some of the basic stuff I am transferring over to this one. So the batteries relocated the rear. I cut out the false firewall, so there was a firewall right on this edge. And I cut all that out to give me more room for activities. We are still using the brake booster. I've not done a brake booster delete yet. Don't know if I'm ever going to. I don't know. That's down the road. This is the fuel suppression lines. I'm gonna make some tabs to mount up here. Otherwise, a lot of it's the same. We have a FDF Mega Mantis angle kit and Feel coilovers. I can't remember who made these over fenders, but when I put the angle kit on, push the wheels out, you got a wider track width. So I needed the over fenders to cover the tires. So when I bought the car, it was originally black. And then my buddy AJ painted it in 2020 when the world shut down and I got bored. I ended up gutting it and getting the roll cage in. Now, originally, the roll cage had these straight door bars, and I used these door cards. I thought it looked pretty spiffy. Problem with those door bars is on my side, I kept bouncing my elbow off. I would sit down and this elbow would bounce off of that bar. So this year I finally got a hold of a fabricator and had him cut out the top door bar and fabricate in new door bars that go out into the door. So it's going to give me plenty of room. My elbow won't bounce off of it. I just need to clean up and continue cutting the door. I gotta cut all this out and kind of clean it up, make it look nice. Maybe give it some fresh paint. I gotta give the new door bars some fresh paint. For the Holley Terminator X display, I'm just using the mini 3.5-inch display. I would love a full one, but that's doesn't fit the budget for this year. So we're just using the 3.5-inch screen, and I made this metal bracket to put it on. We have the Switch Pros panel over there for all my switches. The Switch Pros panel is pretty neat. It is a solid state unit. It allows me to run my switches and I don't have to use fuses or relays or any of that. I will have relays for the fuel pumps, and that's about it. Otherwise, since it's a solid state, if something goes wrong, it'll shut that individual button off and let me know something's wrong. Instead of having to replace a fuse, replace a relay, it'll just tell me something's wrong with the wiring and then I can track it down. Rear suspension, as of right now, is fairly stock. I do have some mismatched arms. The rear suspension is changing and I went big with it. So this is exciting. I can't wait to show you guys what I've picked out for the rear suspension. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna definitely change the way the car feels and should help a lot. A couple things on the body are changing. So as you can see here, has some damage, and definitely on the passenger side door have some damage, and the rear fender has a little bit of damage too. Well, that is getting changed. Both the door skins and the rear overs are getting cut out, and something really cool is going in. Again, I don't have it, so it's going to be another video, and I'll go over who they're from, and I'll kind of show you how cool they are. I'm really excited to get those on the car and show those. He makes some incredible parts for the 350Z, and I should have those soon, and then I can create another video and show you guys those. When I first pulled out the engine and transmission, the original VQ engine, I made a mistake and I wasn't really thinking. I was kind of doing it quick, and I really damaged my stock shifter. It was floppy, it was falling apart, it was really bad, but I was gonna make it work. This year I decided, nope, I'm not playing any games. I went with the Serial 9 shifter adapter. So this is gonna be way more rigid. I'll still use my same shift knob, but it mounts onto this adapter, goes onto here, and then I have a new SFI shift boot. I'll go in the car, but this is gonna feel way more rigid. There's no more like flopping around. I mean, it is now because it's not fully tightened in, but this should feel way more solid. I'm super excited to use that. While the transmission was out, I decided it was time to put a new throw-up bearing, and I guess since I'm there, let's upgrade the clutch fork. So this clutch fork, if you can see that, is from Z1 Motorsports, and it is stout. It is a full cast clutch fork versus the stamped one in the original 350Z. You can see it's stamped, it's weak, it's prone to bending. That is going to be a lot more solid. Moving to the back here, I do have a fire suppression. The pull handle is up there in the front. Easy for me to reach. Fuel systems, getting a crazy upgrade this year. I can say so far is it's radium. I won't say what it is yet, but radium stuff is coming to upgrade the fuel system, and I will start running E85 this year. The relocated battery box is in the rear, and then right here I'll be mounting something I'm really excited to finally put to use. Last year I used to have this makeshift cool shirt cooler. It was just a homemade cooler that I cut it out, put a bilge pump in, and use it for my cool shirt. up in front. And while that worked, it was really annoying, not very strong, and I mean, it was just a makeshift thing. I decided, out of curiosity, I emailed a company called Comp Cooler, and I was like, hey, I drive a drift car, I need a cool suit, how about a sponsorship? I said more than that, but that's the gist of it. And luckily, they chose to sponsor me. Pretty incredible situation that they chose to sponsor me, and they sponsored me with, I got it over here in my pile, this is a full refrigeration unit cool suit cooler. So with this, I don't have to worry about changing out ice water constantly. I put in some distilled water, and this is a refrigeration unit that I can control and set whatever temperature I need. This will constantly keep me cool through the new cool suit they gave me, and that will pump the water up through this entire cool suit I have. It's a long sleeve, long pants, but the tubes are in the sleeves, tubes are in the pants, tubes are in the head. You can detach the hood if you don't like it, or if it doesn't fit well under the helmet. And it is a fire resistant suit. So this is their cool suit race suit. This is the new driver's seat. I expected to run last year in Pro-Am, and because of all the problems, I did not get to. This year again, I plan on running Pro-Am. I don't think I'm making rounds 1 and 2, but 3 and 4. So this will be certified and pass tech. This is my old seat. I ran this one for 4 years. It's a great seat. I actually really like this seat. Don't know the plan of it, if it's going to become the new passenger seat or if it's going to be an office chair. I ran this one for 4 years and I really like it. It's a good seat. Sparco makes a great seat, and this was very comfortable. So going over what happened the past 2 years, the roller coaster I experienced, and then what's coming up this year. 2023 was absolutely incredible. I landed 2 third-place podiums at DTP1 and DTP3, and then I landed 4th overall, and that was with the stock car. So I decided, hey, let's go one more step further. Let's start the LS swap. And the LS swap created a lot of issues that I didn't see coming. We had electrical gremlins, we had fuel gremlins, and then we ended up rod knocking. I tore it down, rebuilt it, rod knocked after 1 lap again. So I went from 2023 incredible to 2024. What just happened? It's incredibly frustrating, incredibly defeating. This year, as of now, I have foregone asking for sponsorships. It's tough for me to get past that I had sponsors for last year, and then I feel like I let them down. Not from a lack of trying by any means. I put forth a lot of blood, sweat, and tears literally into this car, and it still did not go as planned. And that's part of the game with racing. So to a point, I mean, those sponsors have to understand it sucks. I tried, but I'm also like frustrated with myself, having that feeling that I let them down. I had a couple really good sponsors last year. SRD Auto Repair and Towing, and they're helping me again this year, which is great. With them though, it's not just race cars. I also bring my personal vehicles that need to be worked on. Anything I'm like, nope, that's not for me, I don't want to work on it, SRD does the work. And I have friends and family that use SRD. They really are the best around. Unwind was a sponsor for last year. They are a legal green shop per se. It's all like drinks and chocolates and caramels and all of those treats. For the 2025 season, I will post up the schedule right now. As you're reading over this, feel free to write down the events you want to see. We got DTP 1, 2, and 3. We got 3 rounds of our local Drifting the Plains series, as well as a DT party. That's gonna be just a bunch of guys throwing down and having fun. And then we got, of course, our 5K competition, our grassroots shootout. And then we also have 4 rounds of FD Pro-Am series, and that is a feeder series to get your license into Formula Drift. As of right now, it's looking like I'm gonna have to miss out on rounds 1 and 2 of FD Pro-Am as well. Real unfortunate, but I needed to make sure that this car was set up properly and correctly. I should be making rounds 3 and 4 of the Formula Drift Pro-Am series, and that's mainly just for drive time and just to have some fun with some very experienced drivers to push me to that next level. And hey, if I get to throw a wrench into the overall points, even better. I forgot to record the outro, so I'll just do a voiceover on some B-roll here. Thank you so much for watching. I know this was a bit long-winded, but with ADHD and trying to cover the important things, that will happen. I appreciate all the views, likes, and subscribes. The following videos, I'll finally be working on the car and getting it prepped for the season. Stay rowdy, my friends.